As of today, August 18, 2025, one name dominates the digital landscape more than any other. That name is MrBeast. Jimmy Donaldson, the man behind the moniker, is not just a YouTube star, he is an internet phenomenon. He holds the title for the most subscribed individual creator on the platform, a summit he reached after years of relentless work and groundbreaking content. His videos are events, global spectacles that draw in hundreds of millions of viewers within days. He has redefined what it means to be successful online, transforming viral videos into a global brand and a force for good. His influence stretches far beyond the confines of a single website, making him arguably the most watched person on the planet. Long before the private jets and warehouses filled with cash, there was just Jimmy Donaldson. He was a kid growing up in Greenville, North Carolina. Born on May 7, 1998, Jimmy was raised in a quiet, unassuming environment, far from the digital whirlwind he would one day command. Like many young people of his generation, he found a sense of community and possibility online. The internet was his playground and his classroom. He was introverted by nature, and the digital world offered a space where he could connect with others who shared his niche interests. He was particularly fascinated by the burgeoning world of YouTube, a platform that was still finding its identity in the early 2010s. His early life was marked by a quiet determination and a burgeoning entrepreneurial spirit. He spent countless hours watching other YouTubers, studying their formats, their editing styles, and their audience engagement strategies. He was less a passive viewer, and more an active student of the platform. He wanted to understand the mechanics of virality. His family situation also played a role in shaping his path. Raised primarily by his mother, Jimmy learned the value of hard work and perseverance from an early age. In these formative years, the foundations of MrBeast were laid. It was not in a boardroom or a creative agency, but in the quiet of his North Carolina bedroom. On February 19, 2012, a new channel appeared on YouTube. It was called MrBeast 6000. The creator was a shy 13-year-old Jimmy Donaldson. His first forays into content creation were a far cry from the high-production spectacles he is known for today. He started, like many aspiring YouTubers of the era, by exploring popular video game content. His early uploads were dominated by Let's Play videos, primarily focused on games like Minecraft and Call of Duty. He would record his gameplay, adding his own commentary over the top. The quality was raw, the audio was often tinny, and his on-camera presence was still developing. These initial videos were a mixed bag, a young creator throwing everything at the wall to see what might stick. He dabbled in various formats, trying to find his voice and his niche. For years his channel saw very little growth. He was just one of thousands of hopefuls shouting into the digital void and hoping for an echo. Despite the slow start, Jimmy was anything but discouraged. He was obsessed. He treated YouTube not as a hobby, but as a full-time job, even while he was still in school. He famously admitted that his primary motivation was to figure out the YouTube algorithm. This analytical approach set him apart. He wasn't just making videos, he was conducting research, constantly tweaking his titles, thumbnails, and content to improve performance. The turning point for Jimmy Donaldson did not come from a single lucky break. It was the result of a bizarre and grueling stunt that perfectly captured his obsessive dedication. In January 2017, he uploaded a video of himself counting to 100,000. The video was nearly 24 hours long. It was monotonous, absurd, and strangely compelling. People clicked out of sheer curiosity. Why would someone do this? The video went viral, earning him more attention in a few days than he had received in the previous 5 years combined. This was the moment he realized that outlandish, endurance-based concepts were a viable path to success. He followed up with a series of similar marathon videos. These videos were simple in concept, but extreme in execution. They were human-powered clickbait, tapping into a fundamental human curiosity about the limits of endurance and patience. His subscriber count finally began to climb, breaking through the ceiling he had been stuck under for so long. The success of these stunt videos provided him with his first real taste of YouTube ad revenue. But instead of pocketing the money, he did something that would come to define his entire career. He decided to give it away. His next viral video involved him giving $10,000 to a homeless person. This act combined the shock value of his stunts with a new element of generosity. It was the genesis of the MrBeast philanthropy model. The viral countdown had not only launched his channel into the stratosphere, it had also given him the resources and the core idea for his next and most impactful evolution. The decision to give away his YouTube earnings was a watershed moment for MrBeast. It marked a profound shift in his content strategy, moving from self-focused endurance challenges to large-scale acts of generosity. This pivot began with a simple sponsorship deal. A brand offered him $10,000 for a promotion. Instead of keeping it, he filmed himself giving the entire amount to a homeless man. The video was a massive success, combining the shock value of his earlier work with a powerful emotional core. Viewers were not just entertained, they were moved. Jimmy had stumbled upon a powerful new formula: viral philanthropy. He quickly doubled down on this concept. The titles of his videos became increasingly outlandish declarations of charity. Each video was a spectacle of giving. He understood that the money he was spending was an investment. The more he gave away, the more views he got, which in turn generated more ad revenue that he could pour back into even bigger and more elaborate giveaways. This new direction resonated deeply with the YouTube audience. At a time when many online influencers were criticized for flaunting their wealth, MrBeast was actively giving his away. It felt wholesome, positive, and honestly, pretty exciting. Viewers felt good watching his content. They were experiencing the joy of giving vicariously through him. This created an incredibly strong and positive brand identity. He wasn't just another YouTuber, he was a digital age Robin Hood, using the platform's monetization tools to redistribute wealth in the most entertaining way possible. His channel became a beacon of positivity in the often cynical online world. This philanthropic model also created a virtuous cycle of growth. As his reputation for generosity grew, more and bigger brands wanted to partner with him, providing him with even larger sums of money for his projects. With the success of his philanthropic model, MrBeast's ambitions grew exponentially. He was no longer content with simply giving away money, he wanted to create unforgettable experiences. This led to the development of his signature format, the large-scale challenge video. These were not simple stunts but elaborate, high-stakes competitions where contestants, often his own subscribers, could win life-changing sums of money. A classic example is his Last to Leave series, where participants would have to keep their hand on an object like a stack of cash or a new car for days on end, with the last person remaining winning the prize. These videos required a massive leap in production value and logistical planning. Jimmy began building a team, bringing in his childhood friends Chris Tyson, Chandler Hallow, and Carl Jacobs to help run the challenges and appear in the videos. They became central characters in the MrBeast universe, adding a layer of camaraderie and personality to the content. The operation expanded from a one-man show to a full-fledged production company. He invested heavily in camera equipment, set design, and safety protocols to ensure these complex challenges could be executed flawlessly. Each video became a bigger and bolder production than the last. The challenges became increasingly creative and absurd. These videos were the perfect blend of reality TV competition and his signature brand of over-the-top generosity. This era cemented his status as YouTube's premier creator. His business acumen was also becoming more apparent. He launched secondary channels like MrBeast Gaming and Beast Reacts, which captured different audiences and created new revenue streams. The challenge videos were not just content, they were the flagship product of a rapidly expanding media empire, all built from the ground up in Greenville, North Carolina. By the early 2020s, MrBeast was operating on a scale previously unimaginable for a YouTube creator. His crowning achievement in this period was his real-life recreation of the hit Netflix series Squid Game. While others were making parody videos, Jimmy invested millions of dollars to build meticulous replicas of the show's sets, and invited 456 contestants to compete for a $456,000 prize. The video was a global event, shattering YouTube viewership records and demonstrating that his production capabilities could rival those of established Hollywood studios. This success emboldened him to expand his brand beyond the digital realm. In early 2022, he launched Feastables, his own line of chocolate bars. This was not a simple merchandise drop. It was a full-fledged consumer product launch designed to compete with industry giants like Hershey's. He leveraged his massive platform to promote the bars, integrating them into his videos with Willy Wonka-style contests. The launch was a phenomenal success, with fans clearing store shelves across the country. He had successfully transitioned from content creator to a legitimate CPG entrepreneur. Alongside these massive entertainment projects, his philanthropic efforts also scaled up. He launched a separate channel, Beast Philanthropy, where 100% of the revenue goes directly to charity. Through this initiative, he has funded projects like building wells in Africa, providing aid to disaster-stricken communities, and running a food bank that has delivered millions of meals. One of his most notable campaigns was Team Trees, followed by Team Seas. These ventures demonstrate Jimmy's evolution from a YouTuber into a multifaceted businessman and philanthropist. He mastered the art of vertical integration, proving that the influence of a top creator could be harnessed to build a durable, real-world business and make a significant, tangible impact on the world. As of 2025, Jimmy Donaldson's position at the apex of the internet seems unassailable. He is no longer just a YouTuber, he is a media mogul, a philanthropist, and a global brand. His main channel continues to break its own records, with each new video becoming a cultural event. He has perfected his content machine, consistently delivering high-octane entertainment that appeals to a massive global demographic. His continued success lies in his refusal to become complacent. He is constantly innovating, looking for the next big idea, the next frontier to conquer, whether it's in content, business, or charity. His influence is a testament to a decade of relentless work and a singular focus on one goal: making the best videos possible. He outworked, outspent, and out-innovated his competition. He understood the platform on a deeper level than almost anyone else, treating virality as a science to be studied, rather than a lottery to be won. He transformed himself from a shy teenager in North Carolina into an international icon by dedicating his life to mastering a single craft. His story is the ultimate case study in the power of the internet to create new forms of celebrity and influence. The future for MrBeast likely involves even greater scale, with ambitions to open homeless shelters and food banks across the United States, fully funded by his media operations. He continues to blur the lines between creator, entrepreneur, and humanitarian, building an ecosystem where each part fuels the others. Ultimately, Jimmy Donaldson remains the most watched person on the internet, because he gives people exactly what they want: pure, unadulterated spectacle with a heart. His videos offer an escape, a sense of wonder, and a feeling of hope. In a complex world, the simple joy of watching someone win $1 million or seeing a massive charitable project come to fruition is a powerful and unifying experience. MrBeast cracked the code not just for YouTube, but for human curiosity and generosity itself. And by all accounts, he is only just getting started.